In today's online dating world, modern women like to complain that all men on dating apps are ugly. But the irony is, dating algorithms simply present those women with the most likely equivalents. So when those women say all the men they're looking at are ugly, they're actually looking in a mirror.
Where are you finding these men? Because on the dating apps, everyone's ugly.
How can you be balding and still ghost me?
I'm over it. I'm done with Hinge, I'm done with dating, and I'm done being discouraged because I'm so sorry everyone is atrociously ugly.
Oh God!
And I bet you guys are gonna come in my comments and be like, well, you're chopped too. I'm not.
You gotta know who's on your level in terms of attraction.
I'm very hot, baby. And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm not.
In reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comment section touched you.
God, please, no!
You would cry of happiness.
No!
If me or her touched you.
No!
In what world we would be a match?
The chopped man epidemic is real.
Bruh.
I have told my friends for years that I get so genuinely irritated over the fact that men are so ugly.
Ugly to call women ugly. I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page.
And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly because I know I'm not.
If me or her touched you.
Atrociously ugly.
It would not be the same if the roles were reversed.
Okay.
That's right, boys. These are the top tier, grade A quality women calling all of you guys ugly.
How can you be balding and still ghost me? I just went to the bathroom and realized I put my underwear on backwards.
Oh, how will we ever recover from this?
Okay.
Now, ironically, you'll never hear men say something this moronic, that all women are ugly, since we all know there are plenty of beautiful women and hot guys all around the world. However, these dragons jumping on the all men are ugly bandwagon are just butthurt that they can't get a hot guy to put any effort in and care about them since he literally does not value them. And don't take my word for it, just take it straight from the horse's mouth.
Because men do not love us, or men do not find us attractive. I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page, and there aren't men that are like, wow, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Like, they don't act like that towards us, right?
See, this is what I mean. Please drop a like if you think that women like this are just butthurt that they can't get a hot guy to commit, and comment down below what you think. Because I have never heard truly beautiful women complain about not being able to find hot guys, since beautiful women have zero problem attracting handsome men. They usually complain about not being able to find men that are serious about dating them or about having a mismatch in values and lifestyle. But it's always the absolute gargoyles that will scream from the top of their lungs that there are no hot men out there, as if that somehow qualifies them as being hot as well.
I'm very hot, baby.
Yeah, sure thing, dude. You see, these are the women that don't understand the difference between love and lust, and that most men will anything on a Tuesday night when they are bored and horny. That's why no matter how a woman looks, she will still get that, hey, come over to my place text.
I literally haven't been on a date in 2025. I've matched with like 80 people. We talk for a little bit and then I'm trying. I'm like, do you want to go like get a drink, whatever? No, they just want to have sex. They're always like, come over.
See what I mean? Now I could just make this video about tearing into the looks of every one of these gerbils that call men ugly, but that's just too easy and everybody else is already doing this. No, I like to cut a little deeper and go after their souls.
Always cut deeper, harder when there's fat and waste.
Oh, we shall. Because if you call an ugly woman who is shitting on men ugly, she'll just brush it off as you being an incel. However, if you expose her bullshit, she's gonna look like a moron, and trust me, she will be pissed.
And I said this quite poorly, and I got clipped. God damn, I'm just so sick of people misinterpreting me.
Oh dear. I'm going to clip the out of her. And by the way, that is not misinterpreting her, that is simply rebuttaling all of the bullshit that she's peddling. Now, we're gonna have some more fun with this buffoon later on, since she actually chose to go after a guy on TikTok and call him ugly, and it backfired in a spectacular fashion. But before we do, let's first debunk a massive myth that a lot of delusional modern women seem to have, and that is the idea that dating apps are somehow locking all of the hot guys behind a paywall, and therefore these women are only seeing the ugly ones.
Everything is kind of hidden behind a paywall now, like they're hiding all the hot people behind a paywall.
They are stuck behind the standout rose jail on Hinge, so I have to like either humiliate myself and send them a rose or pay to like release them from the jail, and I'm never about to do that.
I'm not gonna pay to find a partner. Like, I'd rather be alone and have $7.
This is total bull, and not even these women themselves believe this, which is why they refuse to pay as little as $15 up to $50 a month to access this magical world that doesn't exist, since anyone would easily pay $20 a month if that would mean they suddenly get access to thousands of beautiful people. I mean, for God's sakes, people are literally paying Equinox and other overpriced gyms well over $300 a month for that exact same reason.
Australia's like best gym. It's a members only gym, right? And it's so hard to get into. It's like a $30,000 membership.
The ideal place to meet a guy over 35 in New York City. Equinox, before 7 a.m. though, and after 6 p.m. not during the day.
I was up at 5:30 because all the good guys go there before work.
Boutique gyms. Things like Barry's Boot Camp is a great one. You guys, the Barry Boot Camp in Chelsea, the hottest men alive.
So ladies, just stop with the bullshit, okay? We're not buying it. But more importantly, the whole goal of dating apps is to facilitate matches. Not necessarily successful matches, but simply matches. Since this increases the interaction with the app, keeps users on platform, and it fuels a need to keep coming back over and over again. Which means that if you are a woman who's only seeing ugly men, then guess what? You are ugly. That is not my opinion, that is simply the algorithm god smiting your ass.
I'm really struggling as a 28, 29-year-old to meet men that want to date me that are my own age because they're all looking for younger women. It just makes me feel so undesirable.
Now, another woman who's not happy about the group that she's correctly placed in is this one right here, who's apparently very angry at what she thinks are the normal beauty standards set by men.
You don't know how to get off to a normal looking woman because you're so used to weird shit on the internet. You goon to weird looking alien plastic surgery messed up looking porn stars on Twitter. Normal human women don't have lips so big they look like they could explode if
She's so angry. But I don't even think that her beef is with men. I think her beef is with other women online that do this kind of nonsense to themselves. No guy looks at Lauren Sanchez, now Lauren Sanchez Bezos, and thinks, wow, that is beautiful. No, he thinks, wow, that looks fucking weird. And so yes, I actually fully agree with her that all of these Kim Kardashian wannabes look absolutely disgusting. And most men do not find these ridiculous levels of Botox, filler, and BBLs attractive at all. It is clearly women themselves who are pushing this idea on other women. Now, since Bezos just married one of those freaks, clearly there is a market for it, but it doesn't mean that the majority of men want a plastic freak show. And since we're on this topic, what is up with these ridiculous fingernail claws? Like, what the hell is this? Now, further proof that this chick can't handle reality and likes to be disingenuous is the comment reply video right here. Yeah, that is not at all what happened, since she now pretends as if all she said was guys should shower a little more, and then all of these toxic men out of nowhere freaked out for no reason. No, that is not what happened. Let's take a look at what she actually said that got people riled up.
You guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. There are so many cures to male baldness. You don't have an excuse. Get some rosemary oil, get a scalp massager, and get on Rogaine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, they're hating us for things we can't control. Yeah, you can control male baldness. You can control your beer belly, and you can control your off-putting, strange personality that you have because you don't have hobbies.
See, you deceptive little minion. The shower part was clearly the least aggressive of that entire crash out, where she was clearly just raging at men for no reason, and the moment that men pushed back on her, she instantly pulled the victim card. And so this is what these modern women constantly do. They will come online, talk a bunch of shit, about men, and then when they get caught out for it, they run and cry misogyny and pretend as if they did nothing to provoke the criticism. Which brings us to the queen of picking fights and then running away crying like a little rat.
It is inherently different saying that a man is chopped versus a woman. All of the people coming into my comment section calling me ugly because of this, I hope you get that back tenfold one day.
So it's okay if we do it, but it's not okay if men do it, because then it would hurt my fragile little fat ego. I've literally heard this argument used over and over again, like I showed in my Fat Girls Getting Destroyed in Dating video linked up here. And don't forget all of the women absolutely losing their minds over the Chris Rock joke, since it was about a woman, but they have no problem constantly shaming men for going bald. But it gets so much worse, since she decided to call out this guy and called him a chopped man online.
I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man on my For You page, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, the absolute state of modern dating. This right here, calling him chopped. I mean, that is so insane, since these two don't even operate in the same universe. But hey, sure, whatever helps you survive your delusion, right? Now, after this dude got called out for being quote-unquote chopped, he came up with a brilliant response video where he basically turned her gremlin ass into a commercial for his own skincare routine.
I wasn't gonna talk about the chopped man epidemic until I saw this chopped man.
Heart to heart and head to head.
Just amazing. Now, needless to say, after he did that, things did not go well for her.
I've never had so many people come together calling me racist and ugly.
Oh, classic. I just love it when these virtue signaling idiots get called out and destroyed by the very same monster they helped create. Now, if you're wondering why the f did she write an entire essay about this dude, well, after she received a barrage of people calling her a fat, ugly, racist bitch, their words, not mine, she went on the defense claiming that she now survived this manosphere attack. I mean, how to be melodramatic, man. Now, first of all, I checked the comment section of that video, and there were hundreds of women dunking on her. So to pretend as if this was some coordinated sexist attack from the manosphere is just complete nonsense. And second, this dude is Indian, so if you know anything about social media trolls and Indian scammers, then you know that Indians will go absolutely insane if they believe anyone is insulting Indians online.
Bloody fuck you, bloody!
So yeah, I have no problem believing that she probably got a lot of messed up messages from a bunch of weirdos, but hey, that is what happens when you choose violence online, right? There was no reason for her to make that video calling this guy chopped. So after she got exposed for her idiotic take, she tries to now move the goalpost by pretending as if it was never about his looks, but calling men chopped was actually about personality and hygiene.
Not like genetically chopped. That's not the point of my video. The point of my video is that you're being a dick. She's saying y'all don't wipe your asses and don't take care of yourself.
Oh, just stop lying, you idiot. Because the original video that this guy responded to that kicked all of this off was never about personality.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day.
The original gremlin that started this never even talked about personalities, since she was talking about a guy that she saw from a distance who was sitting in a car.
I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car.
She's saying y'all don't wipe your asses and don't take care of yourself.
But this is what women like her do all the time, since they can't properly debate someone and they completely crumble when they get even the slightest bit of pushback. And this becomes even more obvious when you see that she can't even be consistent with her own beliefs.
Men do not take care of themselves like women do.
Okay, so now all of a sudden it is about guys not being able to take care of themselves, right? Then why are you critiquing this guy for taking excellent care of himself?
But you are a looks maxer, like you put a lot of effort into your appearance.
Men do not take care of themselves like women do.
You're really insecure about your own appearance, which is evidenced by the fact that you're a looks maxing account. Like, all you post is looks maxing.
See what we're dealing with here? She's now saying that he's taking too good care of himself and spending too much time on it, which by the way is very rich coming from someone who literally does makeup content 24/7. Obviously her brain is just two people beating piñatas. I mean, how do you not see the astronomical levels of hypocritical bullshit you're involved in?
You're really insecure about your own appearance, and there aren't men that are like, wow, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Like, they don't act like that towards us.
This was the insane delusion of modern women on dating apps. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.
But I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going the rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow.